How's it going, friends? We're playing some best of one today. Yes, it is the only option in the early access event, courtesy to Wizards for providing the content creators and also the pro players. Every Pro Tour competitor and Arena Chip competitor has access to this window of playing with the new cards from Edge of Eternities early. Here, of course, as is tradition. And yeah, we're gonna try out some stuff, learn some of the new cards. It's not like hyper competitive or anything. I do have a deck lined up as well that you will gonna see that is a little bit more competitive. And I'm sure you're gonna like it, as I think it looks great. Anyhow, this is what I'm gonna try today. We have Warp. We're trying to maximize Warp. This deck has a lot of new cards, just a couple old ones really, which is just these here. And yeah, what are we trying to do? So the main gist of it is that we are abusing the Warp synergies in various different ways. The original idea of this deck is from Frank Carsten. I took basically his list and then just made some adjustments that I thought were appropriate. So what are we doing? We have these powerful Warp creatures. I mean, Quantum Riddler, just a pretty good card by rate. For 2 mana, you can Warp it, draw a card, and then later on you have that Sphinx as a 5-mana option. It sort of reminds me a little bit of the Overlords in a way. Like you impend it early, I guess, and then later on you get that effect again. Kinda. It's just certainly a value play. It's a 2-for-1, a 3-for-1. By itself, then it has a second line of text where you draw more cards when you have only one or fewer in hand. So that, it's an extra plus, of course, even though I wouldn't weigh that too much. There's, you're not going to have an empty hand that often. And then we have we have the second to best powerful thing, I guess, that you can do for 2 mana. This is really what we're going to do. We're going to have the cheapest possible of these. It's a 4/5 lifelink and doubles your tokens, just like Elspeth does. And what do we want to do with those? We want to splash portal them on turn 3. So Splash Portal is essentially the ephemerate effect that we have here in Standard. We can play these cards on turn 2. On turn 3, not on turn 2. Well, on turn 2 as well, but on turn 3, preferably with the portal flickered, and we get that powerful creature and it stays. We get that ETB trigger from the Riddler again. I mean, with the Riddler, it's just absurdly good, of course. With the Sunborn, it's less good. I mean, you still have a 3-mana 4/5 lifelink flyer with a great ability, which is powerful, I guess. But the Riddler, that's really where the juice is at. I mean, that's a really powerful synergy. Yeah. And then we have a Tragic Trajectory, the new 1-mana removal. I mean, cut down, rotated. So this is sorcerer speed, which isn't great, but it has the upside of just being a kill spell for anything, really, with the -10/-10. Works well with Warp cards. And well, if stuff was flickered via Splash Portal, essentially if anything left the battlefield or something traded in combat, so like triggering Void isn't too difficult. It's essentially an easier way of revolting. Revolt was just non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn, I believe. Yeah, just a new Fatal Push variant, you could say. In addition to that, we have Dust Animus. It's a plot creature that mainly is here, I guess, for the Cosmogrand Zenith, which is another creature, sort of like a Monastery Mentor variant that triggers not when you cast a non-creature spell, when you cast a second spell each turn. You get 2 1/1s, or you can buff your entire team. And with the Dust Animus, you can plot it on turn 2, cast the Cosmogrand, turn 3, and then cast the Animus right away, get some 1/1s. Pretty powerful play there as well. Then we have a Dour Port-Mage. Whenever one or more creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, draw a card. And it also has the ability to bounce things of yourself to essentially trigger itself, right? Or to protect against removal effects, or to help double spell with Cosmogrand down the line, turn 6, when you maybe run out of spells. You can keep bouncing things and then casting them with the Mage. But of course, what also happens with this one is that you can draw cards whenever you warp something, and it then gets into the exile zone. It doesn't die, so you draw a card. So it's a kind of good value engine. It's a 2-mana 1/3, gives you some, like, these in a way are 3-drops plays. Preferably, you want to go cast one of these on turn 2, and then you want to follow up with one of these free cards, and then go Splash Portal. Down the line, You have All-Fates Stalker, which is essentially another way of splash portaling these guys. It's just more redundant, of course, at a higher cost. 2 mana is a lot higher than 1 mana. But what you can do is you can warp it after warping a Quantum Riddler, exile the Quantum Riddler, then the All-Fates Stalker goes away because it was warped, and then the Quantum Riddler comes into play as a creature. Yeah. And then, you know, down the line, you have that extra removal spell in the All-Fates Stalker, I suppose, just sitting there in your warp zone that you can use on something that's problematic to you. And then, last but not least, the main reason to play black. I mean, I guess that's not true. These two are both really excellent reasons to play black. Is the Elegy Acolyte. 4/4 lifelink creature. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to play, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So it's a lifelinking Enduring Curiosity type card. It only draws 1 card, even if you attack 5 creatures. And then on top of that, it has the 2 to make a 2/2 whenever anything sort of dies or just gets warped, leaves the battlefield, what have you. So it's a token engine that, of course, works with the Sunborn, makes double the tokens. The Cosmogrand Zenith also works with the Sunborn. The reason why Cosmogrand is in this deck, I believe, is also that this is certainly the part that was copied. Most of this was copied by Frank. I did add the Stalker. He didn't have that one, but yeah, this card is kind of decent with the warp creatures just by warping them and then double spelling, right? And then you get later on you get more double spells because you have essentially one warp card is 2 spells in one, right? If you want to warp it first. Yeah, so that's all, you know, it's just like a mid-rangey, synergistic warp value pile. It looks fun. This card is certainly very pushed, looks very powerful and limited. I mean, a 4/4 for 4, you know, it's kind of like the Shieldred type card. It just dies to Go for the Throat, which Go for the Throat doesn't exist anymore. Shoot the Sheriff does now, I guess. It's probably the premier removal spell for black decks. Anyhow, it's a powerful card. And, you know, we're playing best of 1 early access. Everybody's going to try the new cards. And this deck certainly looks like a powerful option if you want to really focus on the new cards. All right, let's dive into it. Okay. I guess. Sure. I mean, it's not the greatest hand ever. But it does something. Yeah, it's certainly one of the weaker hands, but I don't know if I'm mulliganing a hand that has all my colors. You know, it's a bit extreme to do that. The Sunborn also nice if you can't flicker it with that 2/4. You can sort of warp it on turn 4 after playing a 2/4 and then cast another spell and then you get 4 tokens, right? Okay, what is going on here? 15 mana, you control target opponent's turn their next turn. Exit this creature's power. Okay. You want to combine it with Lumbering Worldwagon. Okay. I getcha. Alright, well, we did draw the Splash Portal. I'll certainly make sure to not tap my white mana here. So we can get a 4/5 out. Oh my god. Oops. Oh my god, I was so in lock on that this being sort of ephemerate that I was just punted here. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. That sucks. That's a huge letdown. I'm sorry, guys. Just talking too much. I don't think I want to play this as a 2/3. I think I want to wait until turn 5 to cast this as a 4/5 lifelink flyer. It doesn't get the lifelink counter if you cast it as a 2/3. You have to have... No, man, that sucks. Oh, that's a sweet one. That's certainly one of the base rate more powerful cards in this set. Works very well with vehicles too, as it does work with spacecrafts. Just a value card. It ramps you, or it puts anything into play. Like they put a 4-drop into play now, and then later on they still have the 7/6. Whoa! Oh yeah, they can put. Right. I mean, that's just really powerful, actually. I mean, they cast 4 mana Overload in a way and drew a card there. They still have that left over. Yeah, I mean, I giga punted, of course, the way I played this. Yeah, there's just nothing to do for me. I guess I'm just killing this. And I'm gonna take lethal damage, I guess. Do I have to play this? Okay. Yeah. My opponent probably would have won this game regardless. Yes, having a 4/5 flyer in play would have been good. But the way my draw panned out, these trajectories not being enabled. I mean, I guess I could have exiled this to just kill the Overload there. All right, warm-up game. Sorry, guys. I'm warming up. Outcaster Trailblazer. That's a good card. Opponent plays some of the... Literally, I would argue that this is like top 10 or top... This is certainly the best cards that Green has to offer in post... You know, in post-rotation standard. Lano Elf, Outcaster Trailblazer, Lumbering Worldwagon, Overlord. This is definitely a competitive shell, you could say. Mono green. All right. We could have certainly put up more of a fight. They're going to control my turn now. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, at least, you know, I punted this game. I certainly messed up. But, wait, what? Oh, it's straight up Time Walk? Okay, that's pretty sick, actually. That's kind of cool. It's not like the Emrakul one where I get an extra turn. It's literally mind control. That was cool. That was cool. I mean, credit to my opponent. I messed up that game. I don't think I would have won, honestly, against them. And either way, the draw was quite strong. And I didn't really have any interaction for their stuff. But yeah, they showed what's up. Holy shit. All right, what do we got? We got all our colors. We can go Dust Animus into Cosmogrand. I guess we can't cast the Acolyte yet, but I'm sure we get there. I mean, what I just lost against, I mean, that looks like a deck you could bring to a standard tournament. Okay, we're doing Prof plus Spirebluff Canal things. That might also be a deck that you could bring to a standard tournament. I thought we're trying out stuff here. I thought we were playing with the new cards. Okay, we're just playing with Vivi, yeah? Okay, fair enough. You do you, I guess. Yeah, let's play Cosmogrand, Dust Animus. Let's try to not make more mistakes here, Jesus. Okay, and next turn I could theoretically cast these two, pump my entire team and go nuts. Or I could cast a 4/4. My opponent has a Braid or something. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that works, I guess. I would have to exile something. Up to. I don't have to, actually. I don't know. I'm just gonna whatever. I mean, this game's over. My opponent missing too many land drops here. I'm just gonna play this and whatever. Yeah, pay 1 life, please. Didn't have a choice there, Arena. Why did you ask me? Okay. I mean, not a very exciting game. That's what you get when you just take standard decks that are obviously tier 1 and standard post-rotation and play them in early access when everybody's trying out new fun stuff. Alright, I guess the game's maybe interesting. Probably not. If they go like Mako into another Fear or something, then with Tearza, yeah, I mean, they can do a lot of things here. They can draw some cards, yep. And then they buff the Tearza with Proft, and they have 6 mana. 7 mana with the Island. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the best decks in pre-rotation standard. I wrote a guide on the deck. It's barely going to lose anything. It now has Dragonautics Engineer instead of Wow, they're really going off, huh? That's crazy. I mean, that's just insane, right? Like, they literally had only 2 mana in play. I mean, if I would have gone with the other line, I would have had 2 3/4 flyers, a 3/5, and 2 2/2s. There would have been a 10 life. Maybe I should have gone for the more aggressive line. Well, I certainly should have played this pre-combat. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay, well, new cards make mistakes, I guess. Okay, my opponent's finally out of mana. Jesus. I mean, I'm just gonna die next turn, probably. I have so much mana. They're just gonna go through the entire combo. Well. They would have been a 10, and I would have had 8 flying damage in the air. Or I can exile this, attack. They block here, they take 8. I wouldn't have lethal if I would have played this differently. Yeah. Okay, that might change things actually. That's certainly very good here. Okay. Oh wow, they tapped the guy. But they're just dead, right? 3/6, 10/15. Okay. Yeah, tapping a guy seems rather insane to me, honestly. Like, you have infinite mana next turn. Why did you need to do that? Okay. Cool. So, let's not mess up. Play the Fates Stalker. Exile you, I guess. Whatever. It doesn't matter. And then play Trajectory on this. I warped, so it's gonna die. I'm gonna put a count on everything, and I'm gonna attack for 15. Okay, I punted this game by not playing correctly, but I guess it didn't matter. My opponent, I think, should have won this game. Like, I can't win if they have 3 blockers. Right? I could have won if I played it differently. Right? Yeah, for sure. I would have certainly won the game if I would have played my turn 4 differently, because I would have had a big team, and then next turn, actually, it's not true. This thing wouldn't target if and not left a bit. Oh, okay. So it says any. Wait, what? Oh, this is way better than Revolt. Holy cow! It says any non-land permanent, so I can kill something from the opponent and then kill something with the. So I could have then for 4 mana I play Watery Grave untapped, cast Stalker for 4 mana from my Warp Zone, exile their guy, kill another guy, give everything 1/1 cost again. Keep in mind, everything already is buffed because I played my turn 4 differently. Okay, yeah. We're getting into it. Hey, hang on with me here, learning the new cards. Yeah, anyways, let's play another one. Okie dokie. All right. Well, this is the juicy draw. Yeah, let's go Godless Shrine tapped. So the Sunborn turn 2 doesn't really do anything. This one at least draws a card. So yeah, it's certainly a pretty big delta on which one's better. I'm playing against green-white. I have a little bit of a decision point here to make. Do I get the 4/5 or do I get the guy that draws me an additional card? If I'm playing against green-white, I might want to have the lifelink creature and just warp this now. Is that crazy? Probably is crazy. Maybe it's not crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna go to 18. I have a little bit of a painful draw. Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna do it. Like, this essentially is card advantage, right? The more I have of that, the better, yada. But I do have this guy already, and with 4/5 flyer, that's a lot of card advantage as well, and I have this down the line. So I'm not flooding, so I don't think I need the card advantage that badly here. Yeah, I also have a decision point. Do I just want to go Cosmogrand, or do I want to get a 4/5 flyer into play? Probably just want to get the Cosmogrand out, to be honest. and then do my thing. Right? Like, this is just so powerful together, too. Yeah. Like, now I'm gonna do this. They cast the hymn thing. I actually have choices here, too. I can go Stalker on this. But I think I want to go Portal. I'm gonna do this. Get 4 humans, no big deal. Get my guy back, attack for 2. And then next turn, we can go and cast these 2 perhaps. Buff our entire team. Yeah, I'm doing things. Oh, they're also doing things. But it's, what is it? Valgavoth. Oh, that's actually not that good here. That's exactly a 10-10, that's funny. Okay, so I can kill it. Did 18. Let's think about this. So to trigger Void, I would need to just warp. There's no other way I can do it. So I guess I'm gonna ward exiling just their Kona, I suppose. This thing. Oh, this thing will just turn into a creature, huh? Is this sorcery speed? Ah, you can station only as a sorcery. Okay, never mind. Right. I could also hardcast this and take the Valgavoth, but that seems kind of insane to me. Like, I would, yeah. Yeah, I can't do that. I'll do this. That triggers my voidy thing. Then I kill this, sacrificing. Well, I guess I make more humans here because I have to sack a bunch of them. 1, 2, 3. If I sack the assassin, I'll lose it. It will go to their exile because of Valgavoth, so I won't do that. And then I attack. Okay. Doing things. This goes back. They get the Kona back. Oh yeah, they can actually... Oh, this is so... This is not like... This is confusing. It gives the vehicle vibe, right? And it has a lot of similarities. But you cannot station at sorcery speed, so they couldn't have put a thing into play there. But I mean, obviously they also have Lumbering World Dragon in their deck. This is kind of scary. But I do have this guy. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah. Get lost, my guy. All right. Okay. Yeah, you got it. Nice. Damn. Okay. Wait, they're at 6? Ah, so close. I have them at 1 here. They have 1 blocker. Block here, take 5, go to 1. That's tough. Oh, this has lifelink too. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess this game is gonna drag out a little bit. Them having the get lost here was not good for me. They could have saved the get lost, to be fair, for the Stalker that was likely to happen. Right. They didn't want to do that, I guess. I think I just sack the maps instead of the tokens because I can buff the tokens. Man, my opponent's giving me the heats here. Like, this is certainly no easy picking. I mean, I guess, yeah. One issue about this deck that I'm running here is that the removal situation is not great. Like, I'm not playing any shoot the sheriffs, right? Like, shoot the sheriff or get lost. 2 options I could certainly run. I you know, normally you probably include them, but I did want to give all the new cards basically space and just... This deck is not trying to be competitive. It's just trying to showcase the synergies. Okay. Whoa. Holy cow. Yeah, I guess you have a lot more power than I do, and you have 10 lifelink coming. I guess this makes some sense. Kona is scary too. But if I trade all my stuff for Kona, they're gonna hit me for I can jump here. They're gonna hit me for 10. I go to 12. I can play the Riddler to stabilize things, I guess. I'm not really double triggering this anyways, I guess. So I guess I do this. Jump here. Okay. That's not good. Yeah, I mean, I could play the lifelink guy too. And draw a card. And then maybe I can plot this. Take a chunk in the air though. Like this is 4, 9, 10 again. They have 2 cards in hand. I lose 1 life here too. Yeah, probably should just riddle up. I would love to plot this because I want the 4/5 lifelinker next turn. Oh, tap land, I guess. I attack for 2. I'm keeping the 1/1 back. I mean, I could attack with it, but I don't know. I guess it's like if they go land, get lost, and attack with this, then I survive. No, I don't actually survive. I take exactly 10 in the air. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I can't even block the Sunborn. The situation is certainly not great. I needed to do this. Yeah, I needed to stay back with the 1/1 because the Sunborn is going to be 6/7. My own Sunborn killing me. This wants me to have 5 lands untapped. Yeah. So I can play this untapped, then play this. Then I have 2 flying blockers. One has lifelink. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll do that. It's pretty painful. And I will also play you. And leave up blue-black because my one mana spells are blue and black. Go to 1! Wait, what? Oh, right. Because of the Riddler, I drew an extra card. Yep. Yeah, maybe 4 of this is a little bit too egregious. Like, if I try to think about this deck, how to improve it. Like, you know, it's what my brain does. I always try to think about, like, how to improve. Okay, no attacks? I guess they would have to activate this to have a good attack with the Sunborn, huh? Well, now I don't have good attacks either, I suppose. So, there's that. Yeah, sure. A little bit of a standoff situation. I can play this. Should probably play it, right? It means if I attack with a creature, I better have more life. Another prairie. Okay, well they need 10 mana to activate both. Oh right, I also get to draw more cards. If I'm empty-handed, yeah, that's pretty good. This Sphinx card seems great. What are you doing here? I kind of want to warp. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. I'm gonna get a lot of robots here. Okay, let me think. I guess. All right, I guess I'm starting by portaling the Riddler and drawing 2 cards. Yeah. Okay. And now this, even though, yeah, it has triggered, yes. So I'm gonna go Sunborn. And I'm gonna go Port-Mage. I'm gonna make 4 robots here. Pass the turn. And now the Port-Mage lets me re-trigger my Riddler, I guess, every turn, so I can, yeah, trigger all my stuff. And I do draw 2 cards here every time because I'm down to 1 card. Ooh. Okay, I get 4 maps. Oh. I can try to dig towards trajectory and deal with this Vargolov. Problem could be that my opponent can now get in for an attack and I do have to block. Yeah. It's also being a 10/10 lifelink creature. Alright. What are we doing? I guess we start by mapping, trying to dig towards the trajectory, or another Stalker. I think that's really what I have to do here. Unfortunately, drawing 2 lands is pretty bad because it doesn't allow me to draw more cards with the Riddler. So I'm going to buff my Dust Animus, I suppose. That really doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, it doesn't really accomplish much, does it? It also puts a card into... Wait. If a card you didn't control would put it from anywhere exiled instead. Oh, man. Okay, well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Whatever. They get that, sure. Alright. Let's make this guy even bigger. Okay, I mean, I just have to find the kill spell. So, like, I'm gonna give them all of that and then hopefully find the kill spell to deal with the Vargolov. Okay. Good. So now... Okay. Now... Let me think. I will... get the mage... Bounce my Riddler, I suppose. And then... cast my Stalker, and then I can also map onto this one more time. Okay. So I guess I want to do this first because I want to make it an 8/9. Okay. Yeah, I need to draw a card with this, so I need to bounce something. I guess I could also bounce an Acolyte. No, I don't want to bounce an Acolyte. Bounce this. That triggers the mage. Now I get to draw a card. Play the Stalker. Sack 3 robots. Get rid of you. What a convoluted turn. Chuck, chuck, chuck. Alright. There you go. And attack with the 8/9. Yeah. And now I gain 8. Draw 2. Go down to 7. From 9. And I have 5 cards in hand. 2 flying blockers for their guys. And I'm at 7. And I have another 4 robots. Alright. What a game! What a game this has been. They station up that Gaia's Cradle. And have another Vargolov. Oh, Worldborn Tyrant, okay. Pretty good too. Okay, Stalker. That's 17. I don't know if I have lethal here. I mean, I have 2 additional blockers on the ground, the Prairie and Lifelink. Gosh, okay. So I can get rid of the Tyrant and like probably just gonna play this slow, honestly. Like I have the situation under control. I could take the Sunborn away. They have 4 blockers. Block my 8/9. Take 8 in the air. Then they block the 2 4/4s, 2 2/2s. They take 7/9. On the ground they take 3, 8, 9. Oh, they take exactly 17. But they gain 3. So they're 20. Yeah, no, that doesn't work. So I can't kill them this turn likely. I could try to find, I guess... So how much mana? 5, 9, 10. Try to find something. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna... Riddler. Maybe if I find a trajectory, I have lethal. Gonna Riddler. Well, I guess. Whatever. Change of plans, I think. How much mana? 5, 8. Okay, I can't do both. I can't even. Okay, then I'm just gonna Riddler again. If I find trajectory, I win. Okay. Now I play. Wait. Yes. Play this for 2. It's gonna be a 4/5. And then I can play this. I guess it would have been nice to keep up the mage, to be fair, but whatever. I'm just gonna exile you. Guess I could exile the flyer. I mean, exiling this is actually kind of nice because I get it back. All right, fair enough. Then I screwed up there. I should have warped. Yeah, I should have warped this. I messed up. It's okay. I'm gonna lose my Riddlers, but I have a 4/5 here, so I think this is a fine attack. Yeah, I screwed up. Okay, well, it was bound to screw up at some point. I had a lot of options. But I think it's not gonna matter, to be honest. Oh, trajectory. Okay, I'm gonna kill the coma, I guess. Sure. I mean, they're at 8. I have like 70 power or something. I don't know how much. I'm gonna get 4 more robots here. So just get the Kona out of the way so they can't Valgo off me. I mean, that's like the Vaultborn Tyrant is of course the better creature, but like killing the Vaultborn Tyrant actually doesn't do anything. But like they get another one. It's not even that good. So yeah, killing the Coma there makes sense. And I think I should have them here on turn number 13. Oh, they have another Kona. Okay, that makes some sense, I guess. Gaia's Cradle, tappy tap. Station it. Okay, that's just for the heck of it. Just to have a Gaia's Cradle. Oh no, never mind. Not for the heck of it. Holy cow. Splitting it up. And when you think you got him, it turns out you don't. At least I got my Sunborn back. What the heck? All right, well, we continue, I guess. Okay. 5, 10, 5, 8, 12 mana. Jesus, what a game. Cool. All right. Yeah. Let's riddle, I guess. I mean, I have 1 more Stalker in my deck, I guess, and 2 more trajectories. These Riddlers are not going to draw me multiple cards with all these lands in hand anytime soon. That's to be expected, I guess. Oh, well, okay, there it is. The problem here is I don't have great things to sacrifice into the ward. And also, yeah, I mean, I guess I do have the mana. I can go... It's not an instant, unfortunately. I can go this, play this. And make a bazillion tokens. I mean, they're at 14, you say? Wait a minute, so I can sack these 3. Attack them for 8, 12. A million in the air, I guess. 13, 9, 21. Even if they have kill spell. If they have a kill spell for this exactly, they only take 12, I guess. Sure. I guess I go for it. I should go for it, I think. They seem to have something. Oh, they do have something. Oh my god, they literally have a get lost. No, wait, what? They do have something. Jesus. Huh, okay. Well, they go to 2. What a game. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. All right. Am I dead? 9 plus 8, 17, 29. No. I think I'm dead. 16, 21, 31 damage. Okay, I'm not dead. They have 31 coming at me here. $16, 21, 31. Jeez. Yeah, 31 damage they have. Woo. All right. What a game this has been. What is the station? I didn't even see that. What does it do? Okay. Oh, because it's an artifact, they can copy it. Now they have Cradle to still activate both prairies or cast a bunch of stuff. What the heck is this game? I guess it only gives 4 mana. Okay. So this has station. Okay. So they gain another 6. Go to 14. Well, they certainly will survive this turn, I guess. And they can crew there. Jesus Christ. What a game. What a game. Now Valgov again. The Kona. Attack me. Go up to 18. This is unreal. This is insane. This is insane. I mean, now I can't come back. That was incredible. This has to be it. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I gotta be. I don't know. All right, fine, whatever. We'll play it out, but I mean, I think I'm dead. Jesus Christ. By the way, imagine I had this guy out for like all these turns where I was, you know, doing things. That would have been good. I didn't want to leave that on top necessarily, but whatever. I don't even know what I'm looking for at this point. I'm defeated. I think I'm just Dobbs. Whatever. All right, well, let's pump all these guys up to 6 power so I can attack with them. And let's play the Riddler. And I guess let's play the Riddler again. Whatever. Wow, this was an incredible game. Jesus Christ. I'm probably just dead on the swing back. Yeah. I think they have too much damage at this point. 47. I think they're gonna get 47. Probably. They have 30 with the dinos. They have 12 in the air. They have 42. I block the Kona. I take 50 something. They figured it out too, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess I could have not attacked and survived this turn, but whatever. It's not I'm winning this game if I stay back with my guys. That was insane. I don't know. I mean, I guess the one turn where I didn't leave up the mage and they had to split up, I could have saved essentially multiple creatures by having the frog, because the frog wouldn't have died. And I would have had the assassin still in exile. Yeah, I mean, I think I was so far ahead, I didn't think of a sweep. I didn't think they would have split up. Yeah, I would have won that game if I wouldn't have done that mistake. I would have had the mage up, I would have had another stalker in exile that I could have cast. And then they would have died to my attackers before they would have stabilized with that thing here. This doesn't even seem that good in their deck, right? Like, it doesn't have artifacts or anything. I guess it's good with this, specifically. It's good with overlords, I guess, but getting to 12 is just unreal. I mean, yeah, I mean, Kona is certainly pushed up by all these station cards. Interesting stuff. They needed to have the Vaultborn Tyrant die too to abuse that land, to then draw more cards and go nuts. Jesus. That was insane. Okie dokie. we're gonna try again. Honestly, I feel really defeated after that game. That took it out of me. Didn't think this Death of One event could do this to me. Need some aggressive robot action. The 1/3 lines are well into this thing. Cavalron Harrier. This set is certainly... I'm a sci-fi fan. It certainly evokes... I don't know, looking at this, I don't know, I get remembered of like the Unreal Tournament. Those guys, the Zan or whatever. I don't know if any of it there. That's 20 years ago. I know it's a long time, but like the set certainly Star Wars vibes, Alien, Predator. I don't know, like a lot of like genres that are being touched by cards that could be from any of these universes, any of these movies, shows, games. So here, doing the Sunborn thing is just gonna draw me a card, I guess, which is fine. This guy certainly hasn't looked that impressive, to be honest, even in this. Okay, repurposing bay. I feel like people are not joking around, but I guess there's also Pro Tour players and Arena Championship players. I don't know. I mean, they're not incentivized to actually play standard. I don't know. Maybe the Arena Championship people, which are like 40, 50 or something. I guess they might be because they have standard. I don't actually know what the next format is going to be. The next Arena Championship format. But the Pro Tour players are playing Modern at the next Pro Tour, so they are theoretically just in the limited queues. But of course, they're not bound to that. They could play Constructed as well. I don't know who Shadow Fry is. For what it's worth, they changed the system, which is kind of convenient. Usually they had like an extra client, and then you had to download that client, and you have your own new account for that client, right? Everybody was like HuschenMTG or VIP or whatever it was called, I don't know. Or early access, they had like special accounts for these events. But now they made it an event that only we get the tokens to on our personal accounts. So there's a lot of like less downloading nonsense and all that, which is kind of nice. They have the Vocalist, yeah. Don't want to tap out against that thing. I kind of do want to play the Acolyte here and go nuts next turn. Next turn I can go Warp, exile this, Trajectory that. Or I can now go Warp, but obviously I want to have the Acolyte and play first. Honestly, like whatever. I'm just going to ignore that thing. I'm going to try to implement my own game plan here and not try to attack theirs because it's just so awkward. Like, what do I do? Like, I go one of these and then cast Trajectory. That's just so bad. Relic is really nice with Repurposing Bay. Yeah, that's a good combo. Yeah, Repurposing Bay, Simulacrum Synthesizer, they're all still in standard, and you know, this is an artifact heavy set, so I wouldn't be surprised if a Repurposing Bay Synthesizer deck is like going to be tier 1. That would not be very surprising. I haven't really looked into that, to be honest. I might still today. I'll see. Yeah, there it is. Luckily, they didn't go nuts this turn with the Vocalist, right? They didn't really abuse it that much. Wait, they did draw 2 cards with that, I guess. Anyhow, I'm gonna go crazy this turn, which I'm not gonna look forward to. The Harrier looks a little bit out of place. Trying new cards, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go Sunborn. Warpity Warp. Then we're gonna go kill you. Then we're gonna go attack my opponent. Draw a card. And maybe we draw Splash Portal. I would prefer to do that. Would I actually? I think so. Right? Like, I do get this into exile, but it gives me a little bit more flexibility, doesn't it? We did draw a card because of the mage. It stacked the triggers correctly. It didn't even matter. But, I mean, you have to be careful. If this leaves the battlefield before this trigger resolved, that would be bad. If you just warp it, right? But it looks to stack the triggers correctly. It is a very, very strong card. Looks anemic, but very powerful. 2 mana. When enters or leaves, draw a card is pretty sick. Very, very strong with Repurposing Bay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, another synthesis. Okay, so now at least they don't have more mana, huh? They can't make another 2 5/5s, right? So that's good for me. I have a nice combo here. I can keep bouncing and reusing my Stalker against these tokens with the mage. This is an interesting card. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess these big construct tokens are pretty good with these things. Opponent's at 15. I could play this for 2 mana, exile this, bounce it, play it again for 2 mana, exile this. And have a pretty decent attack. Options otherwise. That 15. You can also well, yeah, I can exile this first. It comes back, bounce the creature, then exile this. Then I can attack for 8, 12. Not quite lethal. Yeah, I mean, that's really, I think, the best place to just do that, I think, and chunk them for a bit. I don't really see any other lines that are interesting to me. Doesn't really matter what I do first, I guess. No, it does actually matter, doesn't it? Wait a minute. This makes at the end of turn, so it doesn't leave a blocker. No, it doesn't matter actually. What am I talking about? No, actually it does matter. I could have drawn a card and changed my play, I guess, if I would have exiled the blocker first. And then, like, because the 7/7 was tapped, right? So it did. That was a sequencing I could have done differently. All right, it blocked the big guy. There's a lot of life gain in this deck. And I draw some cards and I make 2/2s. I mean, this card has a lot of text. I mean, let's be real. I get to draw another card from the mage. I mean, if this deck's rolling, it's rolling. Does a lot of things. This card is a big body, has lifelink. It draws cards, and it makes 2/2s. It's certainly a very pushed card. It's certainly pushed for constructed level, I would think. I don't know if it's good enough for standard. I think if standard would be smaller, this card would probably see play. And maybe it will see play anyways. Certainly gives a little like shieldred vibes. Not having the 5th toughness isn't good, but otherwise pretty powerful 4-drop. I mean, Shieldred barely saw any play, is the funny part, right? Like, to the end of standard, Shieldred just didn't see any play. It just wasn't good enough. 4/5 that, like, dies to Day of Judgment and whatnot. Alright, the Gunship is a nice one to fetch up. 3 mana removal spell, that's a pretty sweet one. Yeah, they might just be stabilizing here against me. I don't have any flyers. I mean, I have flyers here in the bank, I guess. They're gonna have, they can play another free drop to go nuts. Make 4 10/10s this turn. 11 11s, actually. These constructs work pretty nicely with these with these ships, I have to say. Even not, what's non-land permanent, right? Yeah, okay. So I can exile the token again and then kill the trajectory. I guess I might want to cast Animus first, huh? Or I want to keep up the mage for my Stalker Reno. Do I have lethal? Kill this, kill this. I have lethal theoretically. Okay, fair enough. I guess I changed my mind. I'm not gonna cast this. I can still cast it post-combat if I want to. Exile you, please. It's kind of the moment of truth. If they have a removal spell, they use it now. Yeah. Deals 5 if you have a spacecraft. Okay. Alright, we don't have lethal, I guess. Splash portal. I guess I'll kill this construct. And I put him to 1. Makes sense, right? Draw a card. I don't get a 2/2 end of turn. What does this do? Oh, it's the Tolarian Academy. You have to pay a mana to use it. Okay. Wow. Why did they add that? You know what I mean? They didn't want to make it too broken. They want to make it a little bit less broken, I guess. Is that really the issue? I mean, 12 plus is a lot. I don't think you can abuse this in a broken way in like Vintage or Legacy or whatever. Like 12 power is a pretty hefty chunk. Okay, you had 1. Do your worst. Probably gonna kill me this turn, right? These artifacts decks, they theoretically have an infinite, right? With like the Lotus. I remember playing that deck like half a year ago. Someone played it at the PT Ether Drift, where they had an infinite with, oh god, what was like the, I think it's still legal in standard post-rotation. The Jewel, the Lotus, and the Boom Mobile, right? Those were the 3 combo pieces. And then you put them all under the Jewel. That's 7 mana to what you craft. It's the Ixalan mechanic. Sack the gunship for a 4-drop. Yeah, let's go. Get 4 more constructs now that you have Vocalist. And you also, if you find a Boom Mobile, you get 2 ETB triggers. So you get 4 mana to activate abilities. 8 mana, 4 mana twice. Oh, they don't have a 4-drop in their deck. Well, what? That was an unexpected turn of events, I have to say. If you're playing Repurposing Bay deck, I don't know, maybe have 1 4-drop in your deck. Just a little recommendation here. I'm not a pro or anything. It just, I don't know, might be something to consider. We gotta win. I mean, if they would have gotten a Boom Mobile, they would have killed my 4/4 and gotten 4 creatures that would have been able to block. So I actually, I don't know, would have had lethal. I had 5 attackers. They had 6 blockers. I can go Stalker, kill 1 blocker. I with my hand, with the options I had, I would not have won the game there, right? Oh no, I can actually Splash Portal this. Yes, and I can get rid of 2 blockers. Then they're left with 4 blockers against 5 attackers. So I assume this Acolyte is going to die to the Boom Mobile they would have gotten, right? They can Boom Mobile, shoot this down. Oh no, but then they can crew the Boom Mobile with the creature they still had from that I'm trying to kill. So they have, again, 5 blockers and I couldn't kill them. Yeah. I guess at that point I would like I probably would need to just play a bunch of flyers this turn. I have 8 mana, so I can play 2 flyers. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, I mean I have the setup. I just need lands to do the combo. Maybe you need to I don't know. I don't know what you need to do, honestly. Yeah, you could change this deck in various ways. I'm sure you could improve it. Anyways, we're trying new cards, whatever. Yeah. These games, Jesus. They have been close and tight. I mean, entertaining for you guys, I presume. Let me know what you are most excited about for the new set. Okay, the Llanowelf variant here. Probably just gonna kill it, right? Yeah. I mean, playing this would punish me if I draw one of my other 5 fast lands. Whatever, it's a 10%er. 2 damage or 10%, you know. In 90% of cases, the 2 damage I would take are, you know, relevant. Obviously. It's not gonna matter much likely because next turn I'm gonna probably play this and this. That's just a classic. It's 10% to draw that. A little bit less even. It's just classic. It's just so classic. Try to be smart. Take the one that's 90%. You get the 10%. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Little 1 mana. Is this like a Convoke deck or what? They want to get a lander and give me a lander. They might also have a combat trick. I don't know what's going on. They might have a combat trick. I'm not going to block. I don't want to lose my Zenith. Zenith powerful. Okay. Okay. Well, I just keep drawing these tap lands. I'm really going to get punished for my decision, huh? Decision. Anyways. Let's do some shenanigans. That was like 8% to draw starting turn there. 7, 8. It's getting lower and lower. I only have 3 of them left in my deck. But yeah, now I can't play my Riddler because I didn't play my Godless Shrine on because I punted, I guess. In hindsight. Can't Riddle up. Well, it's pretty good though. I can wait a minute. I can do this a lot better. Holy cow, this is actually kind of broken. So now I draw 3? No, I just draw 2, right? Yeah. You only draw 1 more, even though... If I had 1 card in hand, I would also draw 2. But you don't draw up to 3, you only draw like 1 more. Anyhow, I do get to draw another card with the Mage here. Mage is certainly nice with these warp cards. The Stalker has also felt good. I like that addition. There's a lot of different things you can play instead of this. You could play Charming Prince, for example. There's Parting Gust. Parting Gust is a little rough on the mana, double white. There's like a Spree card, Lightning Gleam or something from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. It can flicker for 2 mana, any permanent of yours, and then for 3 mana it can kill the creature of the biggest power. And for 4 mana it can do all 2 of those modes. Voyage Home. Yeah, I mean all these affinity cards get better, I guess, with all these artifact things. Not expect Voyage Home in an aggressive 1-drop deck. That doesn't make any sense to me. The opponent's getting in there, and I'm happy to take the trades. I don't have use cases for these guys. Like, this is not really. I'm just gonna trade my 1/1s. Or they have 1/1s. These guys give me Dune vibes a little bit, right? That like loyal elite guard in Dune in the Dune movies. Just a lot of like sci-fi movies in here. Okay, opponent's at 17. Splash Portal doesn't really do anything here. Splash Portal seems like a card that certainly suffers the most. It's still a double spell down the line, I guess. I think I'm just gonna stock this up. Like, this is gonna draw me an extra card with the mage down the line. I think I should just make humans. Making 4 is a bit too juicy compared to making counters. And then I'm gonna get in there. Yeah, I mean, Splash Portal is also another double spell for the Cosmogrand, which is kind of nice, I guess, later down the line. I'm gonna play Watery Grave tapped, trigger my mage again here, draw a card. Things are coming together. And Frank Carsten is a smart man. He knows his way around Magic. I don't know. Aggressive creatures and Voyage Home kind of antithetical to each other a little bit, I would think. But who knows? Who knows? Breeding Pool back in standard. Godless Shrine. It's been a while, friends. It's been a while. Is my opponent dead? You can exile the token with the Stalker. You give everything 1/1 counters. Exile this. They take 5 in the air. Yeah. Pew! Splasher Reno. Count on everything. This Cosmogrand guy seems impressive too. Draw another card to mage. Let's go. Doing it. Swing in there. All right. Well, yeah, okay. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. Yeah, you get to see. I don't know if this is the best version of what you can do with Warp. Certainly, probably not. This is going to be more refined down the line. But hey, it's a thing. It's a thing. You can do some things. Splash Portal. The Assassin looked great. The Riddler looked fantastic, of course. Sunborn and Cosmogrand were nice together. The Mage looked good. The 4/4 4-mana was maybe a little too much top end between like all these 5-drops as well that you technically have. Maybe you want to have less of that one, but it also looked good. Like, this whole deck made sense, and I enjoyed playing it. And yeah, we got to see a lot of new cards in action, so that was cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And yeah, if you haven't, don't say anything. Just like and subscribe. Shut your mouth. I'm joking. All right, guys. Take care. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one.